CCTV never lies, but it does not always tell the whole truth. The final hours of lawyer Kyalo Mbobu, captured frame by frame, show a man going through an ordinary day, picking up his newspapers, meeting clients, leaving his office like any other evening, yet shadowing his every move of someone else, silent, calculated, and waiting. Hours later, Mbobu was shot dead at Magadi Road. We pieced together the chilling timeline, the suspicious characters, and the bigger question shaking Kenya: who wanted Mbobu silenced?
And indeed, Bob Kyalo was one of my witnesses who was going to give evidence about how various judges have been bribed.
On Tuesday morning at exactly 6:35 a.m., Mbobu checked into his office at Townhouse on Kaunda Street. CCTV shows him sharply dressed in a suit and a red tie, meticulous as always. He picked up newspapers from the security desk, then headed up to his 9th floor office, a day like any other, or so it seemed. By mid-morning, cameras show him walking along the corridor, conversing briefly with a woman before returning to his office. His colleagues later told investigators he looked fine, calm, and showed no signs of unease. That calmness, in hindsight, makes what followed even more unsettling.
During the day, he met another client, one more client, and yeah, I saw him, and then went for a meeting at around 12. Yeah, midday. Yeah, and yeah, he came back at around 2:30ish. Yeah, and he went back to the office and we continued with our normal work.
Ni mtu ambaye alikuwa mtu mzuri, alikuwa bosi ambaye anakusikia na bosi ambaye anapenda kila mtu.
Fast forward to 5:14 p.m. Mbobu leaves his office, takes the elevator to the ground floor. Cameras catch another man stepping out of the very same lift, seconds apart. Coincidence? Detectives don't think so. Outside, a figure dressed in black, carrying a bag, stands making a phone call. His timing is eerie. The moment Mbobu passes, the man abruptly ends the call and begins trailing in the lawyer's direction. The silent choreography of movement, the phone, the bag, the walk, now sits at the center of DCI investigations.
To resolve cases that are involving prominent persons or persons who are known to us or persons who are our friends or who are holding high office. This is the same speed that must be applied in every case, including the chief who was murdered, assistant chief who was murdered in this county. When such cases of crime happen, we want to see that the DCI moves with speed to unravel the mystery behind such acts. So from my office, from myself as a person, I continue extending my condolences to his family, and I promise that we will do everything to make sure that justice is served and that the perpetrators are arrested and brought before the court of law. I am happy that all resources are being expended to make sure that this issue is...
Witnesses confirmed Mbobu had a normal day, meeting a client at noon, returning by 2:30 p.m. and working quietly until evening. Yet in the shadows, another story was unfolding. The footage traces Mbobu's route from Abera Street onto Parliament Road, through Langata, and finally to Magadi Road. It is a drive countless Nairobians take daily, but for Mbobu, it was a drive into an ambush. Somewhere between routine and violence, someone knew exactly where he will be and when.
La kuhuzunisha sana, wakili ambaye anafanya kazi yake na mtu ambaye ni wa kutumainiwa, wakili ambaye alikuwa mtu wa kutumainiwa, wakili ambaye alifuata sheria zote ambazo zimewekwa za mawakili za kufanya kazi. Hiyo jambo iangaliwe sana, ichunguzwe, kwa sababu tunahitaji kuwa na freedom of movement. Tunahitajika as professionals, we need to do our work without fear of intimidation, to see who could be pursuing us particularly when we are doing sensitive cases or we are involved in our professional work.
Detectives have now zeroed in to 2 individuals linked to that fateful day people Mbobu met. People who may have known his movements. One of them, according to DCI sources, is the same figure spotted loitering outside his office, clutching that bag and making that mysterious call. But here is where the story turns political. Just hours before Mbobu's killing, allegations of judicial bribery shook the courts. His own client, Kungu, had accused 17 judges of corruption. Mbobu was lead counsel in the explosive case.
And indeed, Bob Kyalo was one of my witnesses who was going to give evidence about how various judges have been bribed with a lot of money. And he was also the custodian of very, very crucial evidence. He was holding 4 affidavits from our witnesses who either participated or were privy to the giving of bribes to the judges. He was also a custodian of 2 audio recordings which were actually recorded when these judges were being bribed. It's a sad day, indeed a very sad day for this country.
By morning, the judiciary had dismissed the claims. By evening, Mbobu was dead. Is this coincidence or consequence?
It cannot be that serious questions of integrity and accountability are raised against the judiciary and the Judicial Service Commission. Then they send Paul Ndemo to come and speak rubbish. Yet these offices they occupy are paid from our public funds.
Kenya has seen political assassinations, suspicious deaths, and unsolved cases before, but this one strikes at the heart of justice itself. If a lawyer in a high-profile corruption case can be eliminated so openly, what does that mean for witnesses, whistleblowers, and ordinary citizens? The bigger question is not just who pulled the trigger on Magadi Road, it is who benefits from Mbobu's silence and what that silence now costs Kenya. Newsroom, Maisha TV, reader Kering Chebet.